Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review, and this is for a movie that came out this week. I mean that's actually just released today, but however, guys, I actually got to see a Thursday night screening of the film, so that's why this review is a few hours early before it's actually why this review is kind of on the very day it came out, and not on the day after it came out, like most of the opening night movies I saw. So yeah, I saw a Thursday night showing of this movie last night, and this movie review, and yeah, so it was for another film that was supposed to come out last summer, but of course got delayed. So yeah, it's actually just finally came out. Now, it actually had quite a few delays, and this movie review is for none other than that new Ryan Reynolds film, Free Guy, which was directed by Sean Levy. So yeah, this film basically revolves around a bank teller, a blue-shirted bank teller named Guy, who discovers he's actually a background player in an open-world video game. He decides to become the hero of his own story, one that he can rewrite himself. In a world where there's no limits, he's determined to save the day his way before it's too late, and maybe find a little romance with the coder who conceived him. So yeah, that's pretty much what the movie's about. And gotta say, I went and saw a Thursday night preview of it last night, and I really loved it. It was hilarious. It was really fun to watch. I really enjoyed Free Guy. It's probably one of the best movies I've watched this year. Like, it was just so entertaining from start to finish. Like, Ryan Reynolds gave a very good performance once again in this movie. I think, besides Deadpool, this is probably his best film, and his best role. Easily. Yeah, I think this, Deadpool, and Pikachu are his three best roles. I gotta say. So yeah. Just absolutely, like, enjoyed it. I mean, I entered the movie not really expecting much. It just looked okay from the trailers, but seemed like a good watch. But, however, I laughed out very loud most of the movie. And I left the theater still giggling to myself. This movie was fun, funny, and sweet. And I absolutely left that night with a big smile on my face. Ryan Reynolds and Taika Waititi are actually such comedic geniuses, and I love they were actually both in this film together. And I also really love the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer. The relationship really carried the film. Like, it's Free Guy would have to honestly be everything you expect from the nice visuals, artsy scenes, great acting, Ryan Reynolds' performance, I was so much into the comedy. I had so much fun in watching the film. Like I've said, Ryan Reynolds was very excellent as the protagonist, who's this lovable, naive NPC, and his performance was just hilarious to watch from start to finish. Well, Reynolds actually also portrays a guy named Dude, who actually, as Reynolds' face, imposed onto a bodybuilder. Yeah. Who kind of appears near the end of the film, which I won't spoil much of. Like, I think it's a very great film for gamers, and it incorporates gaming culture without being overly stereotypical. And the classic deadbeat gamer, there's actually one scene with the classy deadbeat gamer who lives with his mom, but there are also multiple girls shown playing the game, and one of the film stars is a female game designer, and I also really love Taika Waititi's performance as the main villain of the movie, Antoine, aka the owner of the game that's of the open world video game that Guy lives in. So yeah, I think he was probably one of the most hilarious villains ever. Probably in a very long time, one of the best villains of 2021. Oh no, there's also quite a few good cameos too. I mean, you got like, yeah, he'll just basically, like, it features cameo appearances from gamers and streamers like Jack Esipatse, Ninja, Pokemon, Dan TDM, and Laserbeam. And their former Jeopardy host Alex Trebek even makes a cameo appearance himself, and there's even a cameo appearance from Channing Tatum as this game's avatar. Well, the avatar that's played by this gamer that still lives with his mom, which I also like that scene because you can see, like, in like how that gamer had an Infinity War poster in the background and a somewhat of a Deadpool teaser poster in the background. And even a few other cameos from Tina Fey, Hugh Jackman, Dwayne Johnson, and John Krasinski, who all have actual voice cameos in the film. And there was actually one hilarious scene where guy fights fights that bodybuilder guy dude, and one of the weapons he gets selected with is this Captain America shield, and which is more hilarious as like there's like actual cameo from Captain America himself, Chris Evans, who's basically watching that whole game fight from his computer's what the hell, or I think it says what the fuck. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. He also like during that whole fight, another weapon he gets is this lightsaber, and I actually really enjoyed how they had like both the Avengers theme playing during the Shield moment and the Star Wars theme playing during the lightsaber moments, and yeah, but yeah. So in the trailer, what's very interesting is the trailer first act makes believe that it's this generic we live in a simulation movie like many others, but kind of like with Ready Player One, I think it kind of feels a little bit like Ready Player One times, but it doesn't feel as pop culture heavy as Ready Player One is. But as we progress, the movie kind of becomes its own thing, and it's really fantastic. So yeah, I think the negatives I have for this movie are that the plot gets a little too cliched at times, and yeah, and there's a little too much Fortnite references in the movie every now and then, but it's based off an open world game. It's kind of like the world is kind of like Fortnite, so I guess it does kind of make sense a little bit. And yeah, and I found like I found that I found like Blue Shirt Guy's friend Buddy, like, who's played by Lil Rel Howery. I didn't really enjoy his character that much. I thought he was kind of a bit of an annoying stereotype security guard, really. It's kind of about it. And I didn't really like Keys either. I think he's just kind of really a generic character, really. I didn't really enjoy his scenes that much, but I did like Jodie Comer's performance as Molotov Girl and Millie. I mean, Millie, I definitely also, once again, I loved Molotov Girl and Blue Shirt Guy's romantic relationship and their chemistry. Their chemistry was like really perfect, so yeah. So in the end, I gotta say, if you enjoy gaming and sci-fi and want a film that'll leave you feeling optimistic, then I suggest you see this, or unless you're just a big Ryan Reynolds fan in general, you should definitely still go see this anyway, because this is really entertaining to watch from start to finish, and it's definitely worth checking out. It's probably one of my favorite movies of this year. And I did not expect it to be this good at all. That's really a surprise. So, in the end, yeah, that's pretty much my review for Free Guy, and here's how I would rank it.
I am going to give Free Guy a 9.5 out of 10.
And there we go. That's pretty much my review for Free Guy. Yeah. And you're wondering about, there's another film that came out this weekend, Don't Breathe 2. You're wondering if I'll review that, since you guys probably know Don't Breathe 1 was one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Well, we'll see. I mean, with Don't Breathe 2, I don't really like the concept of having this blind old guy who actually tried to rape a girl with the turkey bastard in the first one be our main character, and trying to make him all sympathetic. I don't really like that idea. I mean, plus the movie doesn't really need a sequel, so yeah. I don't really want to go watch Don't Breathe 2 if it's gonna try to make me sympathize with a rapist blind old guy. No. One that kidnapped a girl and tried to impenetrate her. Yeah, I don't really agree with that kind of film, with that kind of character being a main character in a sequel, and trying to make him all sympathetic. But I know Candyman is out in 2 weeks, and I know Shang-Chi and Legend of Ten Rings is in 2 weeks, and I know apparently Shang-Chi is not going to be getting a stimulus release with both theaters and Disney Plus, and it's just going to go straight to theaters. And also, part of the bad news, Venom Let There Be Carnage got delayed to October. On the same day as Halloween Kills. And I don't expect that to last either. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, whatever. I really don't talk about film delays on this channel. I try to ignore that stuff. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thank y'all for watching. If you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.